So you probably know that everything around you is made up of tiny particles called atoms. The simplified model of an atom has a positively charged center called the nucleus, and you have negatively charged electrons orbiting around it. The terms positively charged and negatively charged are arbitrary, and the important thing to know is that things with opposite charges attract each other, and things with the same charge repel each other. So the positive nucleus of the atom will attract negative electrons, but if electrons get too close to each other, they'll push each other away. In most solid materials, the atoms and their electrons just sit there and don't really move around. But in metals, like copper, the electrons have the ability to move around. The positive nuclei stay in the same place, preserving the structure of the metal, but the electrons can drift around from atom to atom. But since the negatively charged electrons repel each other, when you move one electron from atom to atom, you'll also move other electrons from atom to atom. For example, let's say you have a wire that's only one atom thick. And just so you know, I'm massively oversimplifying things here by showing you only one electron per atom. Then let's say that you force the first electron in line to jump to the second atom in line. The electrons will all push each other around at the same time, kind of like a conga line. Even though each electron is only jumping a tiny distance, this overall flow happens close to the speed of light. And that's basically what the flow of electricity is. When electrons are flowing through something, you can say that electric current is flowing. Now, how do we measure electric current? Well, you've probably heard of the term amp, which is short for ampere. An ampere refers to the amount of electrons that are flowing per second through something that conducts electricity. 1 ampere is equivalent to 6.24 times 10 to the power of 18 electrons flowing per second. You don't really need to memorize that number, but you should understand that electrical current refers to the amount of electron flow, and that 1 amp means that a lot of electrons are flowing. And obviously 2 amps means that twice the electrons are flowing. And if you want, you can use the analogy of the amount of water flowing through a pipe.